is my Lamborghini Gallardo.
All right, Nick, let's have a look at your car and maybe we'll start at the front.
Sure. So it's 2013 Gallardo, last of the series before the Huracan came out. And so all we've got in the front is a trunk.
Okay.
Not much in there. We'll get the top for you so you can have a look.
Okay, so you've actually got quite a bit of storage, really.
You reckon? So it's the great thing is the batteries. We've got the trickle charger.
Okay.
So the car comes with a Lamborghini trickle charger, which is just a C-Tech. Anyone can buy a C-Tech. Fantastic trickle charger batteries.
Yep.
Normally hook it up when I'm not driving it. Pair of gloves.
Okay, so they're like driving gloves?
If you so choose.
Okay. Can we have a look at them?
Let's have a look.
So they're Lamborghini. You come with Lamborghini driving gloves?
They're in one of these. It's got the driving gloves. So you've got all the. Here we go.
Okay.
So you've got the Lamborghini driving gloves.
And a few little tools?
Well, you don't want to get your hands dirty when you're changing tyres, do you, Scotty? Yes.
That's great. I love that.
And a few other odds and sides. And then all the dealership books and so on.
Okay.
In there. Yeah.
And service books
and access to the battery in there.
Okay, so that just opens that. And what's in that little one?
Good question, Scotty. Let's have a look. It's been a while. So we've got just the tyre.
Oh, inflator, is it?
Inflator, which you never use, right?
Okay, no.
The last thing you want to do is stick goo in your wheels.
Yeah.
So that's the trunk.
Yep.
Pretty straightforward. It has the front lift system, which is pretty much a must these days.
I was going to ask you about that because the car sits quite low.
So it's got the front lift system and gives you an extra few inches as you're going over the bumps.
Okay, so what would that raise the front up at?
It raises another 60 or 70 mil. You'll see when we start it up soon how it works.
Okay.
But you need it because it's so low, it pretty much hits anything, any sort of bump, and you'll graze. The lift's great. You press a button, it raises. You can either press the button again, it lowers, or once you hit 70 k's, it automatically lowers.
Okay.
So you've got to watch those because if they go eventually, but to replace the two shockers with the front lift system, $28,000.
Okay, so
not cheap. They're not cheap. I've learned since I bought this car that nothing's cheap, yes?
Okay. So, well, it has got Lamborghini written on it.
It has got Lamborghini written on it.
So what do we got with wheels here? Are they standard?
These are the standard 19-inch wheels. These are called the Apollos. So they were standard on the last series Gallardos. So you can get them either all black, and these ones are machined. So they've got the slight
the silvering on the front. On the front end, yeah. So what sort of tyres, what sort of width are we running at the front?
We're running 235s in the front.
Yep.
And we're running 305s in the rear.
Okay, so you got a bit of tread on the road there. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, and only 35 mils. So as you can see, they're quite
low profile.
Very low.
And
profile.
These tyres, are they like a special tyre for Lamborghini?
Yeah, so the P0s. So these are the Pirelli P0s, and they're standard on the Lamborghinis, and the ones they recommend that if you need to replace them, you put the P0s back on. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you
haven't had the need to?
Haven't had to yet?
Yeah, I don't do a lot of mileage. I've owned the car for just over 2 years and probably done 1,500.
Okay.
1,500 k's. So it's a bit of a weekend cruiser.
Yeah, it's not a daily driver, is it?
No. And it's
you haven't got the boot space.
So as we come around the sides,
we've
got the air intakes.
Yep.
Obviously the engine, it's mid-mounted.
Okay.
Slightly towards the rear.
Okay.
And we're running a 5.2 litre V10 engine.
All right. Well, let's pop the bonnet and have a look at that, and then we'll have a look inside.
It's a little bit more work, so we'll have a look at that shortly. Because to pop the bonnet, you've got to literally. I put the roof's got to.
Oh, okay.
It folds back into the boot, and it folds all the way.
Okay,
So
no worries.
I'll do that for you shortly.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see how that works here.
All right.
It's not a case of just popping the bonnet and flipping it open.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's have a look inside.
Yep, sure. And just before we finish up on the outside, I might just mention that. So what we've got, we'd call it yellow, but it's actually in the Italians it's giallo Midas. So it's a triple pearl yellow on the outside. Car's been PPF'd all over, but it's a triple pearl yellow on the outside, and it's got the uni-colour interior, and all that means is it's just black.
Okay, that's their colour for it.
Or no other colours on the inside, yeah.
All right. We'll hop inside, Nick, and point out some things about what's inside.
Sure. So pretty standard for a car of its era. So no paddle shifts. I think the newer models have got paddle shifts, the Huracans, but not on this one. We're running a 6-speed e-gear system, so essentially the paddle shifts. You can drive it in auto mode, but no one recommends that. So a bit hard on the clutch.
Okay.
When you're just running in auto because it's constantly changing. You're better off just manually doing it with the paddle shifts. Yeah. And you can run it in either auto, which, as I said, you wouldn't normally do, but sports is what I normally drive it in. And you can have Corsa, so if you want to go around the track or you want to, take off the traction control and let it rip, that's the mode you put it in.
Yeah,
I haven't been game enough to press that button yet. It's got more than enough power and agility in the sport mode.
I can imagine. Yeah.
So we've got the front lift button just here. You press that, and the system will raise.
So that's automatic. Once you press
that,
once
the
you car
press
will
it,
just come up.
It'll just come up, and you'll feel the nose go up and the nose go down.
Okay.
Then we've got the roof mechanism to go up and down, and we've got the rear window controller as well. So you can leave the roof up and just have the rear window go down, so you can really get the feel of the engine behind you, which is pretty cool. And then we just got standard knobs, for window up controllers, lights, hazard flashes, fuel filler, and the stability program control, and your standard Bluetooth navigation radio system.
Right.
Yeah. And your stock standard gauges, TACO, which is probably the most important. So you know exactly when to change your gears.
Yeah. So it looks like you've got a radio in here, but you probably wouldn't put it on. The engine's the radio, is it?
The engine's the radio. Trust me, you don't hear too much. Although once you're in 6th gear and you're cruising, it's not too bad. But you're really not buying this car for the stereo system, I can tell you.
And it looks like it's got aircon.
It's got aircon. Best aircon, no, it's ripped the roof off.
Okay.
And just feel the breeze, yeah. So I haven't actually activated the air conditioner as yet. So.
Okay.
And pretty much stock standard fabric roof that folds, as I said, folds into the rear.
Yep.
Interesting in the gears, it's got the pedal controllers for forward shifting, but you've got the reverse button when you need to back the car.
Oh, I saw that. Okay, so you press that and that's for the reverse. Okay.
And when I bought the car, it had some sticky dials. I think people that are familiar with Italian vehicles.
Audi has that.
Yeah, a lot of the cars that were built in the 90s and the 2000s are coated plastic to give it a nice texture.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it peels off with age and weather. But I found a great solution on YouTube.
Okay.
And that's the Neutrogena wipes.
Okay.
And with a Isopol stick.
Okay.
Just cut off and shaved a bit, and just get in there and just rub, and it all comes off. And as you can see, they come up like new. So
wow.
Fantastic.
Well, that's a good tip for people.
Took 2 or 3 hours, but all the stickiness is gone.
It's all gone.
All gone, yeah. So.
Wow, that's brilliant. So all leather, I'm guessing.
All leather interior, quite nice. I mean, I spent 25 years in the automotive leather industry, supplying leather into vehicles all around the world. So that's my domain and my background.
Okay.
So this one, we never got to supply Lamborghini, but we did all the Porsches and Mercedes and Audis and all the Range Rovers around the world. So that was the industry I was involved in. But nice all leather interior, carpets, and I can give a shout out to a local country supplier.
Okay.
Fantastic floor mats, fitmymats.com.au if you're interested. I don't want to do any ads, but really great value, and for any vehicle, custom made to the vehicle, and they just go in.
Wow, that's
just,
good, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. You can pick any colours you want. So
okay.
Found them, and they're a great little Aussie business. So
yeah, good.
One of the reasons I bought this a couple of years ago. I needed to get it early because I figured once I get a bit older, I'm not going to be able to get out of that. Not going to be able to get out of that gracefully at all. So
you look pretty fit, Nick.
No, not too bad. But I've seen some people get out of them that it can be embarrassing.
Yeah.
All fours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It sits quite low to the ground.
Yeah.
I'll grab the keys,
All right.
and we'll open up the engine, and I'm going to show you a couple more things.
All right, no problem. All right, cool. So Nick, let's take the roof off and
Let's do it.
have a look. So let's have a look at the engine, Nick.
Sure. Okay, you can put it in service mode and get it tilted, but
so that'll lift a lot higher in service mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So storage obviously for the roof, and you
Yep.
can see slightly the 5.2 litre V10 engine. So she sits there and forward behind the seat. Yeah. So,
Okay. So I've just noticed you have to lift that up to get to the fuel cap.
No. So you can flip that, and
Okay.
that'll give you access into the fuel cap.
Okay. And do you know what sort of horsepower you're getting out of this
Yeah,
engine?
so it's 560 horsepower. So that's why it's an LP5 560. And I can tell you, she's very thirsty
Okay.
because I tend not to cruise too much in it. I tend to take her out and give her a bit of a beating.
Okay.
And I think lately I've been running around 40 litres per 100 Ks.
Okay.
So that'll give me a tank, like 150 Ks for the full tank.
Okay. So what sort of, how many litres you put in it?
60 litres.
Okay.
Yeah, 98
Okay.
it takes. So, 150, it's about $1 a kilometre.
Okay. But you're enjoying yourself.
I mean,
with that, aren't
yeah,
you?
you don't worry about that stuff. It's actually theatre. When you take her out and you've got the noise, it's an event. It just really is it's a fantastic, and it's the reason I bought the car.
Yeah.
I've been a 911 owner and driver for the past 40 years.
Yep.
And they're great cars. And you get them, you drive them, you enjoy them, and I love them. But it doesn't quite get the heart beating as much as the adrenaline. It certainly raises quite a bit when you're hooting around in the Lambo.
Yeah. So how long have you had the car, Nick?
Just over 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So I bought it a couple of years ago. A retirement present for myself.
Okay, good one.
Just something I always wanted to do. I've been in the car industry and been a car fan ever since I was a little tiger.
Yeah.
So just loved cars, always been around them, and thought I'd love something just so I can jump in on a weekend when I want to get out and have some fun.
Yeah, sounds good. And you're the second owner, or?
Yes, I am second owner. So this car came up for sale during COVID, and the original owner out of Sydney had it up for sale. And I was keen to buy it. By the time I got to him, he'd already sold it to a dealer in South Australia, so I was a bit annoyed. I found another one, a white one in Sydney, which I negotiated the price on, and my wife and I bought a ticket and we were heading up to go and buy it. And this thing, the dealer that bought it, listed it for sale. He actually had it for months. I think he kept it a little for himself. And then eventually he put it up, and once I saw it, I called him before we headed up to Sydney and made him an offer, and he took it. So I eventually was able to buy it. Yeah.
So did you drive it back from Sydney, or did you put it in a truck?
I organised a fantastic courier delivery guy in Geelong. I won't give his name out, but he was fantastic. So I booked the whole semi, He left from Geelong, drove to Adelaide, picked it up for me and brought it back home.
Oh, nice.
It's a magnificent. It was it was the only one on the enclosed trailer in the city. So it was a sight when she turned up. It was fantastic. So Scotty, that's pretty much it in terms of the vehicle. What do you reckon? Take it for a spin?
What time do you want your car back then, Nick?
Mate. No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so?
I don't think so.
No, that's cool.
If you want to come along for the ride, you're more than welcome, but you ain't getting the keys, mate.
Well, it's a beautiful day, and let's go for a drive. Go. Excellent. Let's go.
Let's go.
So where's the lift button there?
Yeah, just over here, Scott. So we give it one press.
Yep.
And you'll feel the nose slowly coming up. She comes up slow, but she goes down fast.
Okay.
And she's locked in with the light, so we're good to go.
Right, well.
Picked a beautiful day, what better day, yeah?
It's stunning. Certainly put you back in the seat there, Nick.
There's no shortage of power, that's for sure.
No, and that engine coming out the back, that noise is fantastic.
Raw. It is so raw.
Yeah.